Hello everyone, my name is Ilham and it's my dramatic interpretation speech about Matishka Mirjalal. Mashti Hanifa lived in a village near the town. During the summer he worked as a farm hand, in winter as a well digger, and in autumn as a worker in the brick kilns. But after crossing the Aras River, all his anxieties and worries had vanished. No longer would he have to deal with Hans and the village elders who made him toil for months without pay and who would lash him if he dared to complain. Rarely had he ever visited any city. He had never seen Baku except once during the disturbances. Mashtarifa got off the bus and put his satchel over his shoulder. Inside his bag, which he occasionally used for shopping, were bread and meatballs. Baku, what a wonderful place it was, teeming with life, where cars flew by like birds in the air, and where shopkeepers didn't make fun of villagers. There were no crowds gathering around dervishes, nor noisy caravans. Here, modern buildings reached to the sky, and trams sped by like lightning. Mashtianifa did not recognize anything. She stood there in awe. Just then, a young woman waved him. Come here. She was not wearing a veil, unlike women he was accustomed to seeing in Iran. Mashtianifa was beside himself with joy. Besides, he told himself, it has been a long time since I've enjoyed myself. The breath of your wife can make you shrink away, but illicit sex is wonderfully enlarging. Martianifa followed the lady. She was young and beautiful, and she didn't appear to be Russian. Her black hair and thick eyebrows suggested that she was Muslim. He looked at her once more, then at himself. He didn't have the appearance that would attract women, and he was wondering what could have attracted his beautiful Matishka. Skare. Mashtianifa did not know Russian, but he knew that skare meant hurry up or don't delay. The word entered into his heart like cool water, quenching a deep thirst. What a delectable thing is this daughter of an unbeliever. They walked past tram lines and crowds of people without looking at anything. Mashtianifa checked his pocket. He was thinking, this woman have no shame, God forbid, that they embrace you in front of others. From the money he had in his pocket, he slipped 10 manats into a side into his side pocket and thought, this woman, Matishka, should not see the rest of my money. If she makes a scene, I'll only give this amount of money and tell her, money нет. He wanted to take hold of her arm, but realized that he was walking rather fast. Not many could have kept up with her. They're all the same, he thought. They wanted to get there fast. But why hurry? Then the lady turned and said something to him. He didn't understand. And he laughed and managed to say, по-русски не знаем. Matishka managed to convey by gestures and by speaking half Russian and half Azeri, bed, blanket, sleep. Mashtianifa took this statement to mean, there's a bed and blanket. Do you want to sleep? He was beside himself with joy. He wanted to grab Matishka and kiss her. Da, my dear Matishka, скорей, скорей, I sacrifice my life for you. Хорошо, lady. Молодец, Matishka. The wait seemed to get longer and longer. But Mashti Hanifa was talking with such vigor that the earth almost seemed to tremble under his feet. Finally, they reached a very tall building. The windows on the fourth floor were covered with colorful drapes. On the balconies were flowers and lemon trees. The sound of tar music could be heard. Mashtianifa's heart was beating fast. He was in a hurry. If I had the money, I would never leave this lady. They went upstairs and entered a well-decorated room. There, in the middle of the room, was a pile of blankets and quilts, wrapped and ready for the road. There was also a suitcase. And Matishka took one of the bundles and told Mashti Hanifa to bend over so that she could lift it onto his back. He was dumbfounded. Where are we going? He asked it. Hearing the word train, it finally dawned on him what was happening. Matishka had brought him to her apartment so he could carry her things. But this wasn't what he was expecting. He wasn't the porter. What do you mean, go to the train? He said, your father is a porter. Your grandfather is a porter, not me. He kicked the bundle of blankets and started to leave. Just then a pot-bellied man, dressed in a white suit, entered the room. He looked closely at Mashti Hanifa. Haven't I seen you before? He asked. You look familiar too. Mashti Hanifa confessed. Are you from Ardabil? And the pot-bellied man opened his arms and embraced him. Oh, aren't you Mashti Hanifa? I can't believe my eyes. How did you get here? My God, Agarahim, when I saw you in Iran, you didn't look like this. You've put on weight? You look like one of those governors. What are you doing here? What are you doing in a lady's house, you rocker? They embraced again. Agarahim pulled up a chair and Mashti Hanifa sat down. My dear Mashti, this is my own house. The factory has given it to me. It has its own bar, kitchen, and gym. In the evening, the wireless talks giving reports from every corner of the world. Whenever I want, I can open the window, look out, and see all of Baku lying here at my feet. Changing the tone of his voice, he asked, so, Mashti, how did you happen to come here to Baku? Where are your wife and children? Matishka stood there bewildered. Everyone was feeling strangely embarrassed. Mashti Hanifa was ashamed in front of Agarahim, since he had looked at his wife, covetously. Agarahim was feeling embraced, that he could not entertain Mashti Hanifa as they were getting ready to leave the city. And Matishka didn't look up because she felt embraced in front of both of them. Agarahim continued, please let me introduce you. This is my partner of life. Partner in life, Sima Hanum. She's going to the dacha today. Then Mashti Hanifa realized that partner in love meant wife. Partner in life meant wife. He started wondering if he called his own children's mother my partner in life, whether it would be right or not. Thank you for your attention.